Today, I wanted to start with a tip, right? Some friendly advice from someone who has been on Twitter literally more than 12 years now and who has seen pretty much every sort of troll, propaganda, every sort of variant of angry people of the years. And that is me. I've been on Twitter for a long time now. Now, the Voice Britannia account's quite recent, obviously, because I only started the business last year, but me, Steve Smith, on the internet, I've been on Twitter since it started. And if you're like me, especially in political circles and just someone that wants a calmer existence on social media, I have some advice for you. Do not interact with the likes of Tracy-ann Oberman or the trolls who follow her around Twitter like the Pied Piper of Trolltown. This may seem like obvious advice, and we're going to get into it, but if you want a calm existence, just don't speak to them. In my opinion, all they want to do is to suck emotional energy from people and to make others look bad. Like really bad. As bad as they can. They'll take something, spin it, and they'll make it seem really bad so they can suck even more emotion from them, the people they're attacking, and the people who are coming to defend them. And the whole thing turns into a toxic mess. Now, I have had my interactions with Tracy-ann Oberman in the past. It was actually quite comical. I mean, I can't remember the interaction. I said something she did not like. I probably just said, look, you're maybe being a bit hard on Corbyn, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I've got no idea. I can't remember it, but all I know is I didn't say anything rude. And I certainly didn't break any social media rules or anything like that because I'm still there. That said, in reply, Tracy-ann Oberman took what I said and I think she tried to spin it into some sort of misogynistic claim that I was being, which was just insane. And not only did she try and spin the interaction to get her followers and to instigate a pile-on, but she sent the tweet to Jess Phillips MP in an attempt to initiate targeted harassment towards me and to initiate a social media pile-on with an elected official. Now, this would have been a pile-on. Like, she was let's unpack what she was doing there. She was trying to organise a social media pile-on against a social media user, me, who she'd never actually met, who she never spoke to, and who's not actually done anything wrong other than having an opinion. Because having an opinion is not wrong. Now, you can have opinions which are wrong, but my opinion on this situation wasn't wrong, and it wasn't offensive, it was just an opinion. It was at this point when I learned it's best to just block these morons and move on with your life. Don't talk to them, just block them and move on. Because if you don't block them, they will try and suck as much emotional energy from you as you can. And I don't mean that in some sort of weird-ass conspiracy sort of way. I mean that literally. That's what they want to do. They are trolls. Just block them all and move on. This whole situation made me realise that radical centrism is a thing, and that radical centrism is a wasp nest I never ever want to stick my finger in, because they're unhinged, they're crazy, they're radical, they're the extremes of centrism, and they don't really, I don't believe they totally care about what they're talking about. They just want to attack people who are not on their political wavelength. She, like her followers, and those who think social media bullying, pile-ons, harassment and all that things are acceptable, like I said, they're nothing but emotional vampires. They don't matter. They don't care about making life better for anyone or improving any sort of discourse. They only aim to make every discussion they touch and every interaction they have as toxic as possible, so they can in turn spin anything thrown at them into a form of abhorrent and hyper-real insult, which their followers will all click onto and start doing the harassing for them, because guess what? That's how people like that work. They are cry bullies. They are straight up cry bullies, and the best thing anyone can do is to block them and move on, as the one thing that gives them power is interaction and attention. This brand of delusional discourse just perpetuates toxicity, and it's dangerous to get involved with it. Just block it, move on, do not interact with them. We did this with Katie Hopkins. We learned that on social media, if people want to get rid of a problem, or people want a troll to stop trending every day and to stop having the power they have, we just need to stop listening to them. We need to start ignoring them. The key to fighting trolls is to ignore them. Block, ignore, move on with your life. Don't look back. Do not feed the trolls. And that was my opening monologue for today. You know, I've never done an opening monologue before. So I would like to hear people's opinion on that. But this is a topic that I'm pretty passionate about. I think it's just insane that, like, for the last 4 years on social media, this is just a never-ending circle. It just goes round and round and round and round in circles. And nothing ever gets better from it. Nothing gets solved. Nothing gets better. And people just get made to look horrible. And then, like, for instance, there's people that have been, like, got genuine, like, mental health problems who have been, like, where's my camera gone? Who have been harassed by them, who have been targeted and unharassed, because these people know that if they target and harass people like that, that they can do what they want. It's just horrible. It's not something I like. And I just want people to try and just start rejecting this horribleness. Reject it, because if you don't reject it, then it just keeps going. It just keeps going and going and going.